I'm very pleased and honored that I was invited for a second time from the host institution of this event, Xprim Romania, the media leader, promoter, and visionary of the insurance development in the region of CE, CIS, and SEE countries. In this occasion, I will deliver presentation on very challenging topic of the liberalization of the MTPL market tariffs for the countries from Southeastern European region, but non-EU member countries, because Croatia is also part of this region. So I will share with you some highlights related with the trends and developments of the MTPL market in Macedonia, Montenegro, Serbia, Bosnia and Herzegovina, and Albania. Unfortunately, I didn't succeed to obtain the quality data from the Kosovo, so that's why the Kosovo insurance market is not part of my presentation. That will be the first part of my presentation. Later on, based on my best knowledge, I will present the general overview of the most important challenges of these markets. And the last part of my presentation will be sharing with you the long-term priorities and challenges on the process of the liberalization of the MTPL tariffs for these countries, with special attention from the Macedonian perspective. As Romeo informed you already, we have respective participants from Bosnia and Herzegovina and Montenegro, but also we have a representative from Albania Supervisory Authority. So after my presentation, we can continue with some discussion related with this topic under the chair of Romeo. Here you can see the most important highlights about the current situation in the MTPL market in this region. MTPL insurance is a compulsory line of business in these countries, including the green card premium, and accounts for around 45 to 50% of gross premium written, with exception of Serbia, with 31 market share of the MTPL in total GVP. It is by far the largest line of insurance business and the main growth and profitability driver for the national insurance industry. It is therefore essential that the MTPL insurance market is based on sound business fundamentals. The total volume of MTPL premium for all regions is 425 million, divided by the following market share. Macedonia, and this is data for the 2013, has 57 gross written premium in the MTPL business. Montenegro with 33 million euro gross written premium. Serbia with 175, Bosnia and Herzegovina with 130 million euro, and Albania with 28 million euro. The common aspects of all these countries is that all of these countries are or they are in the process of negotiation with, they are in the process of achieving the political goal to join the EU. All these countries are in a different stage with the process of accession with EU. But what is the common is that all insurance legislation for this country, we are trying to comply with EU directives, especially with the EU motor insurance directives. Now, let me go through some very important highlights to see the profitability of the MTPL market for all of these separately countries. I will start with the MTPL market in Macedonia. Macedonia is the population with 2 million people. They have 155 motor vehicles per 1,000 people. We have very moderate market concentration of the market in respect with MTPL, so we don't have market leaders that dominate into the market. We have regulated tariff for the MTPL. Bonus-malus system is implemented since 2006. That means we do have central database at the National Insurance Bureau. We have single premium for the green card, which is only the case in Macedonia and Albania. With the other countries, the green card is part of the domestic MTPL tariff system. The market share of the intermediators is also very important indicators. It consists more than 0.5% or 55% belong to the intermediators as sales channels. From these slides, you can see that from 2009 to 2013, we have decreased in the average premium from 95 in 2009 to 88 in 2013. From the other hand, also the average claim paid is in the decreasing phase, and in 2009 we have 1,260 euro average claim paid, and now it's only 1,160 average claim paid. This means that we have decreasing trends in the average premium and decreasing trends in the average claim paid. When we see in the profitability side, we will see that we have the claims ratio that's in 2009 were at 58% and declined to 52%. From the other hand, the expenses ratio in 2009 were 40% and the year by year increased by 52%. For the first time in 2011, the expense ratio beat the claims ratio. So expense ratio is higher than the claims ratio. The combined ratio is very high. For 2010, it's over 200. So that means that we have negative technical results in the MTPL. So this situation in Macedonia is more or less very similar to the other countries, especially when we see the trends of the average premium and the average claim paid, and of course the trends among the claims ratio and expense ratio. In each country, the expense ratio increased and beat the claims ratio. This is the data for Montenegro. Montenegro is a country with population with 620,000 million people. They have the largest penetration of the number of vehicles per 1,000 people. They have 319. They have concentrate market concentration because they have companies who are very much influenced into the market. Intermediation contribute with sales channels with 54%. They have a regulated tariff for the MTPL, and they don't have bonus-malus implemented yet. The average premium it's 122 euro, and the average claim paid decreasing from 2,059 in 2011 till 1,500 in 2030. Also, the claims ratio are less than expense ratio, but in the end of the day, the combined ratio it's only 84, and they have some improvements in the profitability because there is a decreasing trend in the combined ratio. In Bosnia and Herzegovina, with population of 3,088,000 inhabitants, they have 132 motor vehicles per 1,000. They have very moderate market concentration. We don't have statistical data about the intermediators as a sales channels. They have regular tariff for MTPL, and they have bonus-malus system, which is stipulated in their law, but it's not implemented in a proper way. Regarding the data for the average premium, we can see they are on the same level, around 133, but we have slight decrease in the average claim paid. Regarding to the profitability, unfortunately, we have only the data for Republika Srpska. This is the entity of Bosnia and Herzegovina, but from the other entity, Federacija Bosnia and Herzegovina, unfortunately, we couldn't find the data because the supervisory authority, they didn't provide with combined ratio, expense ratio, and claims ratio. Based on the data for Republika Srpska of Bosnia and Herzegovina, we can see that also the expense ratio are higher than the claims ratio, and combined ratio, it's still generating profit because it's only 76% for the MTPL part of the business. In Albania, with 3.2 million inhabitants and with 120 motor vehicles per 1,000, they have also moderate market concentration. The share of the intermediators as a channel as a distribution channel is 50%. They have, like Macedonia, single premium for the green card, and since September 2011, they liberalized the tariff for the MTPL line of business. But the numbers are really something that you have to pay attention, especially after the liberalization in 2011. In the case of Macedonia, the most important sale point is the vehicle's technical inspection stations. Due to strategic location of several insurance brokers operating their business in close proximity to the vehicle's technical inspection points, they maintain an almost a complete control over the sales of the MTPL policies. The data show that the level of intermediary commissioners near vehicle registration points was around 50% higher compared to the commission rates relevant in the other location. So, what is the most important challenge in the near future based on the political priorities that all these countries like to become a member of the EU family? For most countries in the transition, the movement for a fully liberalized MTPL insurance market has been rather challenging. While in the end, a free market may be the best way to introduce efficiencies in the MTPL insurance, the achievement of these objectives will remain elusive until insurance can collect enough premiums to cover their claims costs, administrative expenses, and the cost of capital. Setting premium rates that adequately reflects insurance cost in a high competitive market is particularly difficult in the MTPL insurance, where claims cost is constantly under pressure from inflation and increasingly frequency of accidents due to the growing number of vehicles on the streets. In addition, the MTPL insurance are normally used in 1 year renewal basis, meaning that business is quite volatile and the insurance may lose its clients base quickly if its rates are out of line with the market, or face financial problems if the rates do not reflect the real cost of claims entailed by underlying risk. Hence, it is essential that the premiums are set based on actuarial sound principles and are constantly reviewed and amended. Now, let me share with you what is the midterm objectives of from the Macedonian perspective. The liberalization of the MTPL insurance market in Macedonia was identified as the main midterm objective, which is fully aligned with the country's strategic aspiration to become a member of the EU and promoting the overall insurance market development and professionalism in Macedonia. The main 3 pillars of this process of liberalization will be adequately assess and settle the MTPL insurance liabilities. Second pillar, charge sufficient premium rates that reflect the cost of underlying risks. And third pillar, ensure adequate claims paying capacity, solvency, and business profitability. Development of a reliable policy and claims database and management information system is therefore crucial for adequate implementation of actuarial claims reserving practice and introduction of risk-based pricing standards into the market. For this purpose, Insurance Supervisory Authority in Macedonia started with a project with the World Bank, and the Insurance Supervisory Authority was granted in 2012 with the technical support from the World Bank, which is part of the first initiative program of the World Bank, and their expertise in this area contribute to launching a clear roadmap toward the liberalization of the MTPL insurance market that relies on the actuarial-based approach to insurance supervision and statutory encouragement of proper risk management practice by insurers through introduction of minimum technical benchmark for premium settings and reserving. The proposed roadmap anticipates a transitional period, which is the second important pillar, during which the MTPL insurance market shall learn how to properly implement actuarial methodologies in premium settings and reserving developed. It is proposed that during the transitional period, the risk premium setting system shall be used by Insurance Supervisory Authority to set minimum transitional risk premium tariffs for predetermined risk groups specified into the system. The transitional risk premium tariffs shall be mandatory for all MTPL insurers. The methodology used in the MTPL risk premium setting system and minimum risk premium tariffs shall be made available to the market through a statutory regulation that will have to be effectively enforced by Insurance Supervisory Authority during the transitional period. The second important pillar of the transition period is using of highly innovative actuarial claims reserving methodologies that enable the regulator to effectively monitor insurance MTPL claims reserving practice with a view to ensuring the sufficiency of their claims paying capacity and solvency margin. During the transitional period, the actuarial claims reserving methodology shall be introduced through enactment of a comprehensive regulation describing the minimum MTPL claims reserving requirements as well as the underlying actuarial techniques and their practical application by the MTPL insurance. And the third pillar of this transitional period is respect with the reinsurance regulation. A concept of risk-based reinsurance regulation has to ensure proper coverage of insurers' unlimited liabilities arising from the green card insurance. The developed concept sets out clear minimum requirements for the amount and credit quality of reinsurance coverage for unlimited green card reinsurance programs in support of insurance ongoing claims capacity and solvency. The expert recommends that such a regulation requires, first, unlimited reinsurance coverage for insurance unlimited liabilities through risk transfer to unlimited excess of loss reinsurance program placed with high quality reinsurance. Maximum per risk event net risk orientation shall not exceed 10% of insurance owned surplus or capital. Introduction of minimum criteria for the credit quality of reinsurance participating in the unlimited layers of reinsurance program. Admission of reinsurance assets relative to the credit quality of reinsurance participating in lower layers on the green card reinsurance program. And the last, enactment of standard supervisory filings and compliance procedure. After this transitional period, upon completion of the transition period, the MTPL insurance shall be permitted to freely set their MTPL premium rates. However, the MTPL tariff setting system can still be used to generate risk premium benchmark required for setting actuarially sound rates in a tariff-free regime. In addition, the risk premium benchmarks will guide Insurance Supervisory Authority in monitoring and supervising companies' risk management practice, including the adequacy of their domestic MTPL premium rates in the liberalized market. So this is the roadmap that we like to implement it, but at the end of the day, this will be the political decision of the government. And of course, one day will come in force because Macedonia is facing with the accession process with the EU. So that will be the last comments on my presentation.